Guten Morgen. Hopefully. Allow me to open that and then check my stream. See if it's going. Potato is open. Trying to see if I can find a Harrow Storm real quick. Jester's is still going on. I already did it. I already did my writs. I was up early. And the only thing I have left is this. A Harrow Storm. And I don't see any. Tis a shame. Good morning. Potato is open. Go ahead and enter. 50,000 gold giveaway every single day. PCNA, PCEU. Maybe one day it will be more things, but today it is only that. Good morning, Cece. Trying to find a Harrow Storm is quite harrowing. I'm hilarious. Mawa. I hear my boy out there crying. He wants to drink from the shower, and my husband does not like to let him drink from the shower. Because he's mean. And I tell him, let him do it, he's old. He has such a little tiny bit of joy in his life. Oh, it is. Why is there no Harrow Storms? Am I blind? Oh, there's one. Goodness, that one is straight west, which is this one. I don't know if I'll make it in time. Probably not. Probably not. Harrow Storms go down pretty easy these days. Depending on the number of people doing them. And then we will look at houses. So I'm beta testing this thing for Cardi, the hub. Actually, it's more for Architectura, but Cardi's the go-between. The problem is, I don't think it's going to work. For me, it probably would work for the casual who wants to look at houses, but for me it's missing a lot of the tools that I need to use every day to do my stream. It's not sortable, like I can't sort the lists so that I can see, you know, what's new, what's not new, and I can't sort by, I can't leave notes on it or things like that. So it's really kind of a problem for me. I think the average bear would be fine with it. The average player who doesn't really, I mean, this is supposed to be for casuals, right? So, wow, is there anyone here? I don't, wait, yeah, there's someone here. They're killing the last pike, or the second to last pike. So that's not gonna work for me. So I sent him some mails and I told him, like, I can test it for you, but it's not going to want to be what I will use daily because it just doesn't suit my needs for streaming. So, I mean, I can't. And the idea is to eventually get rid of the hub in EHT, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I might not. I don't know. We'll have to talk it over, because I know he's not going to screw me over and just... Ah, I'm dead. Kill what I need, you know? He's not like that. As for what's going on in the world, if you are a GM, if you are a streamer or otherwise content creator, websites for ESO. Hi, Katra. We will get over there today. websites for ESO if you do streaming, YouTube videos, like any other kind of outside content for ESO, let me know and I'll shoot you a link to be a part of a group Discord where there's a lot of resources and interesting things going on. It's a good way to meet people and network too. If you're a content provider anyway, that's important. GMs also, obviously, that was the original intent, was it was just supposed to be GMs, but they broadened it. Very interesting stuff, and I suggest that you hit me up for it if you are any of those things. Now we're going to turn this in and then we'll be done. Have not heard further from Gina on any of my posts, but we'll double check. I am caught up. Hello! I am caught up on indexing. Can you believe it? Oh my god. Nothing really going on. Woo! Let me turn this in. I have noticed though that every time I uninstall and reinstall the community app, I see a whole lot more stuff that's suddenly, well, these houses that I didn't know were available. It's like they don't all show up unless I I don't know what's going on with the community app. I need to talk to Cody and figure out what all is going on. Excuse me, I'm still waking up. So my husband was fixing our plumbing, and in doing so, he moved some of our furnishings and stuff around. And he found like 8 or 9 of my hair ties and a bunch of my headbands and a bunch of my other hair stuff, because Sherry is a kleptomaniac with my hair stuff. She just takes it in her mouth and carries it off. And she's got a nest somewhere where she's always hiding them. I don't know if she's a crow at heart or just a little klepto, but she's always taking my hair bits. It's not even like anything else. She just likes my hair stuff. And so this morning I was searching for one of my hair clips. I only have one in because the other one's missing. And I can only just imagine where it ended up. So I just went on Amazon and I ordered some more. I'm just like, I'm done. I'm done with this cat. I'll have 80 bajillion of them, and that way she can't defeat me. Man, nothing. Nothing. That sucks. Not a single Markarf. Why am I doing all this work if I never get plans, huh? I'm learning that, I'm thinking that a lot of people actually aren't doing them anymore. I think I'm perhaps in the minority. Good morning, Squirrely Wrath ESO. You're the wrath that is squirrely. Let me just crunch up these items, and we'll be on our way. Oh wait, no, I'm lying, because then also I have to list things, but we won't do that all at once. We'll break it up a little bit. Hello! The potato that is Doomy. Hello, Threalina. The potato that is Doomy. I swear. Potato-y doom. So yeah, caught up on everything for the stream. And now it's near the end of the month, and I have like real world job stuff to do. So I'm a little behind on that. I'm working on Wyoming, and I cannot get over how interesting Wyoming is. Some of the most horrific stuff that's ever happened that you've never heard of, or even some things that you have heard of it. It's just kind of amazing to me that there's that much history that's really, really fascinating about Wyoming. I never would have believed it. But there you go. All right, let's head up to... Oh no, don't be stupid on me. Yep, it's stupid on me. All right. Control H. No. Alt H? There we go. Got rid of the /hub command is what I like to use, and it's not working. All right, so let's head up to... Actually, we'll show the inaccessible too. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Trell, I know, is fine with me looking at their home. Talon's Mound Outpost. What was I saying? Words. Words are hard. Oh, so I'm researching the Blackwater Fire, which was a fire back in Wyoming in during the Great Depression, 1934-ish, 37-ish, something like that, where a whole bunch of firemen died, who were, because it was the Great Depression, they were just random guys who were volunteers, and they were between 17 and 20 years old. They were all from Texas, and they were all like, you know, civilian and conservation corps. So, okay, so this is Talon's Mound Outpost. This is an antiquarian of all things. This does not look like an antiquarian, which is cool. 3 effects, 600 items. And so they were completely not ready for a fire. They had no firefighting experience. They were just, because it was the Great Depression, they were employing guys to do manual labor outside, and they all got roped into fighting this fire, and it was just beyond. A little shelter built up here. Anything they could fight, and they died horribly. But it's a fascinating story because of what all went down during it. All the little, if they had done this, if they had done that, and if they had this kind of resource, you know, and they had no telephones because it was the middle of the Great Depression in a national forest. You don't have telephones in that situation. So they couldn't call each other and tell each other the weather was changing. They should have had radios, but they didn't. So it was just a really bad situation. So Prince Ernskar here, it looks like he's planning some sort of expedition. This is an outpost, so perhaps he's just manning, words are hard, manning the outpost. I like this. This walkway up along the side of the waterfall is actually really pretty. But you know, you add that onto the Donner Party and all these other interesting stories from Wyoming, and suddenly Wyoming becomes far more interesting than some of the horrific racist stories I've had to write about. Well, racism, not racist. Racism stories about like Mississippi or Arkansas or something, you know. Look at the hand! Holy crow! Good morning, Ananir. Can you get up there? Let's see if we can get up there. Somebody's cutting wood. I don't know, I'm just like, maybe I'm a nerd, but my husband and I are always going down rabbit holes. Always trying to, we get to this point where we're like, we need to figure this out, we need to figure that out, or he'll just mention something and either one or both of us will start going down rabbit holes about it. I was trying to think of the most recent minutia that he's been reading about. Oh my goodness, look at how beautiful that looks. from up above. This was a really smart move, Trell, building up like this to look down over the outpost. That's gorgeous. I know I'm babbling. I'm sorry. It's just one of those days. It is lovely. It absolutely is lovely. And here they're doing smoking. They're smoking their fish. Good morning. Good morning. I'm chatty this morning. You're all in for it. I think there's wiggly broccolis here. Somebody planted wiggly broccolis in all of the water stuff, which is fine with me. And there's a wolf. Wiggly broccoli. I want to get up to the hand. Oh, there's a dead body here. I mean, I want to go up there and talk to the hand, or at least look at it. There's a giant hand on top of this. Andy, what was the most recent rabbit hole you went down? There was something really obscure. I'm trying to think of what it was. For me, it's usually murder, death, and horrible things happening. That's usually my fascination. I'm like one of those chicks who likes the true crime stories. Yeah, that's me. So we've got a hand. This is interesting. So look at all of this. Yeah, I did get lucky, but I'm also paid like dirt, and I only have 20 hours a month that I'm allowed to do. But it is what it is, you know. You take what you can get, and it's part-time and it's from home. So with my disabilities, it's something. So these are a bunch of Ashlander items from that Vardenfell that you can get as achievement items. The prismatic sunbird feather is an antiquity from griffins, slaughtering them en masse. Then these are those glowy light bits. These are achievement items placed on either side. Now, what's really cool here is we've got what looks like 2 antiquity thingers, maybe just one, of these floating crystals. And then you've got the Daedric, I forget what it's called, the Daedric Rupture, Transliminal Rupture. This only comes with the Daedric set. You can't buy this any other way. So when the Daedric set comes around once a year, even though the rest of it sucks, if you want to have this, you may want to look into maybe a gold seller. I mean, not a gold seller, a crown seller, and see about getting the set. The set sucks, but this thing is really neat. And then, of course, we've got a Nimbus, and then bunches of hand finger thingies, and it looks really cool. I think this is a really neat, like, I wonder what Talons Mound. They're talons. I mean, it's interesting. That's only one of my jobs. I mean, I have a couple of jobs because in reality, I'm an attorney, and I can't practice anymore because of my health. So I wish I could practice, but I can't. I just can't do it. It's too expensive. All the insurance and the licensing and all the educational requirements, like ongoing educational requirements and memberships you have to have, and it's so expensive. It's thousands of dollars a year. I can't do it. So I had to give it up because it was like, I can't, unfortunately, I can't do it anymore because of my health. So why am I spending literally thousands of dollars every year on it? So I can't do it anymore. It's a shame. It's a really interesting job, but also very stressful. So I'm not gonna lie, it's It's not a barrel of monkeys. I would not suggest that other people get the job. If that's something you're looking to do, I would recommend against it. Not a good job. All right, let's go to. I gotta ask Maggie if I can look at this one. Kitten, we did look at that. I don't know why it's not showing that we went to it. We're just gonna run back to this and then leave again so that it marks it as I saw it. Go back. Andy, what was that latest rabbit hole you went down? You were telling me about it at length, looking at your code, and I was saying, really, this is just not. You're like, it's interesting. This is why I watch this podcast. Listen to this podcast. Ah, yes. That's what it was. I was trying to remember what it was. What? I'm not mocking. I actually was complimenting. I was saying that we both are nerdy like that, and we go down these rabbit holes. Jeez. All right, this is not the house that I thought it was, which is good, actually. I marked the wrong one. All right, I'm really getting sick of this. The tab for, this is the wrong house. Okay. All right. This kitten is fine with me looking at their homes, and I love their homes, but I thought this was a different one. I thought this was the Autumn's Gate that they did, but this is a different one. So what my husband was saying is that he was going down a rabbit hole about Carhartt and some of the other brands like that, that when they first came out, they were for working people, right? So working people would wear them, and farmers or people out on a oil rig in Alaska would wear all those kinds of brands, and then suddenly they got really fashionable, and so now they have different lines of Carhartt and some of the others. I can't remember the other names. I have no memory. And
Canada Goose coats and Clark Room drink.
Clark Room drink?
Clark Room, oh no, say Qua.
La Croix.
Qua.
And the other one was Canadian Goose or something. And they all have different lines. I don't know about La Croix, but the other two.
No, but they expanded.
They expanded, yeah. The other two have different lines for people who are interested in the more fashionable, expensive stuff. But they still keep the cheap stuff for people who are, why are you not working? Hold on a second. They still keep the cheap stuff for people who use it for just normal wear. I think that's really interesting. I'm fascinated by that whole thing. I'm looking for one. Hold on. I'll be a berry. Good morning. So yeah, my husband and I are big nerds, and we go down these huge rabbit holes, and we just read up on this stuff and get really sucked into it. So I tend to get more interested in history and murder and stuff, and then he goes down. He's just random. I can't predict what he's going to find interesting. Look at this beautiful home, though. I like that she did most of it on the water, because the water gives the sunsets just such a better reflection. Like, look at that sky. It goes between dark blue and purple, and when it's earlier during, what time is it? It's 8 p.m. It's 8:50 p.m. in game. They have, when it's earlier, you get this more of a gradient, and it's really lovely. But at night, I think we're going to see some beautiful work here, because it seems like they've got some beautiful night. I'm a berry. They've got some beautiful lighting work. you know, I'm a sucker for candles and flowers floating in water. I'm just either one of those. Just put them there and I'm happy with it. And they've, of course, this is all hand built because this is not, there's nothing here normally. Look, I may be chatty and boring, but at least I'm a chill stream. I know a lot of people who, you know, all you hear is pew pew pew, and it's like not really restful at all. So occasionally, at least, it's fun to, it's nice to watch and have something going in the background. Somebody talking to you cares about you. Even if you're doing something else, you know they care. And then we have the big old floofy planter. That is really quite nice. I like the filler of the red flowers. And this is with the oranges. That is a shrine. Might I suggest putting a couple of sticks of incense too? That would be really fitting. Oh, that's a good idea. Usually you just see lily pads and fountains, but those berry bushes actually work too. Hey Tracer, I've been trying to tour your house, but every time I go there's like 80 bajillion people in it. You are super popular. How do you have that many people in it all the time? You were like, any day but Saturday, and then I show up on Sunday and there's like 28 people in your house or something crazy like that. I was like, holy smokes. You're a popular builder. So I turned around and ran. I'm like, I'll do it when there's no one here. But don't worry, I won't do it when I see anyone else there. But it's funny because I've tried now 3 times, and every time I go, there's people there. That's awesome, though. So this is a handmade house. Lots of paintings, lots of art, lots of planters, this is like a little story here. Okay, you see the monkey? You got a monkey with apples turned over and bananas. There's some bananas in the fruit basket, but then there's another piece, another bunch over to the side. So the story here is this is a naughty monkey who is eating the fruit that they should not be eating and stealing bananas. Cute little story you can tell with all that. I mean, you said not to, so I've been avoiding doing it when I was trying to be respectful of your requests. So, I mean, I don't care if you want me to, but I was just being respectful because you had said don't do it on Saturdays. So, I'm on NA, but I can pop over to EU. Look at that comet. And we've got gorgeous flower edges. This whole house is very serene. Isn't it nice? All the pottery, the artwork. Oh, we've got a library. Oh, wow, what is that? I'm not sure what that is. Is it a couch or is it a multi-bed? Like, what? It almost looks like a futon of a sort. It's neat. I just don't know what it is. I would love to hear. Oh, wow. Okay. So check it out. Ooh. Thank you, husband. Much appreciated. Oh, okay. Check out the lighting. The A. Burkvam is a husband who posted the rabbit hole links in Discord if you guys are interested. This is a beautiful waterfall, but like I said with the lighting, especially at night, it's going to be gorgeous. It's interesting how some lights that you put under waterfalls do this kind of glitter effect, but others don't. It's a really weird way that works. The wedding flowers also make that glitter look, but other lights don't seem to get distorted. I'm not really sure why, but it's the truth. It's something that I noticed working on my fireplace, which ironically, not really ironically, it's intentional, which has actually a ton of water on my fireplace. that different lights react differently to the distortion. Let's see if we can get up here. I don't think we can. No. I banned my husband. You shouldn't be banned. You should be timed out.
Oh, I just deleted my message.
Okay, because only people who are just, hey, good morning, Grey Wolf.
No, that makes sense.
Only people who are in longer than a minute are allowed to post. Oh, that's funny. I'm sorry.
It's in Discord, if anyone wants it.
Yeah, it's in Discord, if anyone wants it. Let me show you what I was talking about with the flowers. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. Alright, so back in the day, J Hart had a contest for fireworks, what am I gonna, for fireplaces. He wanted it's everybody's best fireplace that they could do. Excuse me while I slip on through. I actually fixed this prior so that I could slip on through. So then I put this in Hundings. This was my fireplace. And hold on. That was it, see? Now, take a look at the sparkles. All right. Notice how the flowers are sparkly under there? See them? Some of them, when you put them under there, like, see those guys? They do not sparkle. These guys do not sparkle. It's very weird which ones get distorted and which ones don't. So when you work with flowers and you're going to use waterfalls over them, try different things. Yes, that is called, hold on a second, that's called magic carpet, but I'm trying to get rid of something so you can see things better. Yeah, magic carpet. You can run around with magic carpet so that, oh, I'm sorry, so you can build up high. It helps you with building up high if you need to. It's basically like a scaffold under you that moves with you at all times if you turn on that add-on. And yes, I don't blame you for being mad that you don't have it in Xbox. It would be nice if it was part of the UI. Let me head over to EU. But unfortunately, I don't think that they are actually, I should tell you, if you're able to code in C++, ZOS is currently hiring. They have. Oh, I understand. They're currently hiring, and I suppose in the long run it would be something that if they had more staff, they would be able to focus on more than just performance, and they could also do things like making that part of the UI for the console, because the author, it's called Magic Carpet. The author is actually Cardinal05, who works for them. So, I mean, he could very easily incorporate it into their code. However, he has no time whatsoever. He is very, 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 very busy. So, they keep him hopping. He barely has time to breathe. You know, up until yesterday, I hadn't talked to him in like a month. And I talked to him probably more than most people in game, if not all. He just has been so slammed. It's funny, back when I first met him, And he didn't work for Zos. I think he had some other kind of job. I don't remember asking what it was. He used to update his add-on like multiple times a day. I would check several hours during the day and his add-on would be updated again and again and again. It was really cute. But, yes, I know it has a duplicate name. Go away. But then he got a job with us, and that was it. Never again, never again. It was very, very sad. All right, so let's do this house. We are going to do Tracer's house. Because I've been trying to for days now. And unfortunately could not because they're... Hold on. It's any day but Saturday. Okay, let's go visit. You know, Logic, I know what you're saying, but playing through again is actually not as painful as you might think. Especially with all the experience buffs that you get from the daily rewards and stuff like that. Okay, one other guest here. Woohoo! Is it you? No, it's Schotten Phoenix. I don't know what Schotten means. My husband probably does. He speaks a little German. I don't. So, we walk into the erstwhile, and let me tell you, there are usually a lot of people RPing in here. 695 out of 700 items, 4 out of 2,000 effects. By the way, that number is arbitrary. Ignore it. The maximum, it's more based on, instead of the number of effects, it's the size of the effects. So that number is kind of arbitrary. Ah, I see. Well, you don't have to give it up. You could do both. Oh, wow. So that's neat. I've seen something like this before, but not this precisely. Well, first of all, this gorgeous stand is the Alien Plinth, which is a Crown Store purchase. But look at how interesting it is. Look at those beautiful body. It's like a Grecian urn. Nothing perverted about it. It's just this beautiful Grecian urn look. And then you've got the statue here on top of it, but they use the skull, the oracle guy, what the hell is his name, and put that in there as a glowing skull, which is really neat. And then we've got dead bodies in a cart, which is an achievement item. There's a kitty over here. I don't know who the kitty is, but the kitty is over here. We've got somebody was washing their clothes and put their... It's a nice way to dry them right next to that. Most of the time you see the bucket, but I haven't seen too many people put a fire next to it, which actually makes a lot of sense. So I gotta ask, what is the theme of the RP in the guild? Is it general? Is it Dark Brotherhood? Is it vampire? Is it something else? I'm curious. So this is, since a lot of the guild comes here, fighting this thing makes a lot of sense. Providing a lot of resources for people in the guild to use. Including, we've got stones. We've got Munda stones, which are usually for guildies. You rarely see them in non-guild houses. So this is closing off, what, is this closing off that room? Or do you have a sneaky sneaky? Ah! I believe there is a sneaky sneaky, but it only leads to the front. Okay. You are RPing the Brotherhood. Okay, that makes perfect sense then. This must be guild hall. You've got corpses and body disposal and a prisoner with guards. Now, I don't know if you remember this, but, oh, I'm sorry, I'm ignoring Schotten Phoenix, but I'm not trying to. We've got, I don't know if you remember the Skyrim Dark Brotherhood, but they have skeletons that are constantly patrolling through the entire place. So this is perfect. This is just dead on what those creepy skeletons that pat through the entire Brotherhood place. Really well done. Thoughtful choice. Little dark, but that's okay because it's Dark Brotherhood. Kind of have to be. Dark Guardians. Sorry if I couldn't remember the name. We've got kelp and things that perhaps the Argonian members might snack on most. But maybe others too. And then, of course, we got Sithis. Sithis! You wouldn't really be a good Dark Brotherhood guild without the giant Sithis statue, would you? I mean, one of the two. There are multiple giant Sithis statues that you can get. This is the creepier one, I think, because it has the decapitated head. I would love to know the lore behind the decapitated head. I don't quite know it. Aha. Okay. There is an effect in here of a mist. There's a mist effect. I was wondering if it was using Mist of the Hagfen, but it's not. It's EHT. And it looks really good. It makes it more real, like, actual Dark Brotherhood-y. Yeah, me too. I'm taking my time with it. I hope that doesn't upset anyone. I think that part of the effects might be those sparks. I'm not sure. Let me double check. I think those sparks might be... No. Title, fog, and then 2 portals. So that's not. That's you using an item to make it do that. Interesting. Got... Sparkles. Sparkles! And then we have Sithis again. The Argonians have a great representation of Sithis, so using them with the mats to provide that you're gonna kneel. Oh. Interesting. I see the spots for the columns. And then, I really do like the... They asked me who I am. Looking at... Okay, so you can pray to Sithis here with your little carpets. Just like a prayer carpet. And then that's obviously some antiquities underneath. Some achievement items. I hope you guys don't mind. I'm taking my sweet time, but it's just... I actually like these builds. That's why I asked Tracer if I could look at it. So to me, it's very interesting. And I'm curious about it. So because Jester's Festival is going on right now, I'm assuming the Jester's thing isn't permanent, but you tend to put it up for the holiday. That would make some sense. I wonder what people do around that. I think I'm probably missing the trophy area unless you closed it off. Oh, I just realized you have a sitting area above the duel area. So if you go and sit, you can watch the duels. I thought this was just for the prison section, but it's not. You can actually sit here and, if you're not a moron like me who doesn't know how to sit, and watch the dueling. This is actually really smart. I'm sorry I missed that. Okay. Alright, we keep it on going. I'm sorry I'm taking my sweet time, but we'll get there. I'm just enjoying housing today. Okay, so mushrooms, perfect right by, I was just gonna say it's perfect for poisons, so they got it right by the poison chest and right by the alchemy, and you can measure it all, and here's some books to look up different things. You've got your sneaky sneaky. She's hiding over here in case you want to pay extra for the charges. Little crafting area, perfect for the guild. The Veloth's reliquary, which I never knew you could put together until years later. I thought it was just always broken. I didn't know what the point of it was. This might be for the GM, perhaps? Or the guild leader? Wait, which carpet is this? Stars. Imperial Rug Stars. I don't know that I've seen this one before. I bought some carpets, but they all ended up with like Debella and whatnot. You went full on Imperial too, because that's an Imperial divider. Like I was pointing out yesterday, the curly cues are what set this apart from Breton. Otherwise, they look identical. And you've got more crafting with cloth and their very own forge, which is made out of a fireplace, but also has, you know, dark coals in it. They did not cheap out on that. This is a neat trick that you might want to adopt. Here's a cool one. If you have either busts or trophies that look like helmets, or look at like other pieces of armor, like there's that one arm, you can make them look like they're being crafted by sinking them down. Hide the wooden, hide the stand, and you've got, okay, this guy is actually forging, crafting this armor. It's a really neat trick that you can adopt that trick if you want. And that's kind of why... Hi, Shotton! Nice to see you. I'm sorry if I scared you off. I cleared it with tracers, so I was like... I didn't mean to interrupt you. But that's why I asked. I do indeed like this very much. It's very interesting. This is all added. This is not normally here. I'm guessing this is more like a... I'm not sure. This almost looks like the guild masters could sit here and do work. I'm not sure what the... Or maybe they sleep here? There's lots of different ways that you could take this. There's the portal. I'm sorry. No, I know. It can be surprising. I have come by multiple times to try to tour it after I got Tracer's approval. But every time I came by, there were like 20 people in here. I was like, oh no, I can never tour it. And then he told me, just come now. Don't worry about it. If there's anyone in there, just ignore them. And I wasn't going to ignore you, but... Ah, listener and speaker. That makes perfect sense. I was like, why are there two? But that makes perfect sense. We have Dark Mother, of course. In case you're ever curious where people get these, this is the Dark Brotherhood. Once you get to a certain level, there's a person who hands out stuff to you every day as a gift. Sometimes you get this from it, but you can also buy them. Those are not bound. A lot of the items you get from the, what is it, the Unknown, I forget the name, are bound. That one isn't. So you can buy those. They're pretty cool, but they usually go, they used to be about 5K a pop. Now they're up to about 9 or more, depending. Check this out. Or at least that's on NA. I don't know what they're at on EU. Again, for the Jester's Festival, perfect, right? Celebration cake with the Jester's flag in it. We've got lots of Jester's boxes all around the house. You can cook your food here. Grab some meat. I mean, they're the Dark Brotherhood. They're not Namuras, so there's no dead bodies around to chop out meat from. thankfully. And this must be where the regular staff or the regular members sleep, right next to these creepy sanctuary sconces. It's amazing how many people have never seen these. I had them up in one of my houses, and like everyone's like, "Where'd you get those?" I'm like, "They're an achievement item from Dark Brotherhood. You should be able to get them as long as you have Dark Brotherhood." More mushrooms. It's like a built-in nightlight for the people to live here. And then you got a sneaky sneaky. What's in the sneaky sneaky? Oh, a bathroom. But you can turn on and off the light so no one can see you if you'd like to bathe. Sneaky sneaky. Love me some sneaky sneakies. I'm all turned around. There has to be, I think I lost, okay, you closed off this second waterfall, so I'm not crazy. It's closed off, right? Over the wall. Let me double check. Because I know you can usually get there from back here. We can, but not this time. Let's go back. It's okay if you closed it off. I mean, I don't know if that happens. Oh, the sneaky sneaky is in the bathroom. I thought the bathroom was the sneaky sneaky. My bad. Over the wall. Boom. Boom. If I could get up on here. Oh, look at. Ooh. This is a good one. This looks just like, you know what you need in here? I hate to say it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to make suggestions because I know that's out of line, but you just need a coffin, right? A creepy coffin. Because with the window, it looks exactly like the Dark Brotherhood. And you can totally ignore me. Dark Mother Hall thing. I just want to show you why it just struck a chord with me, because it just feels dead on, and I'm probably, you know, I'm way out of line by suggesting this, so I apologize, but let me show you what I mean. Hope you're not mad at me suggesting it. Alright, this is not a very good picture of it because it's not very big, but control plus or something. Anyway, that's the way that it looks with the okay. The window. Yeah, the window is like, it just struck me with the seats in front of it, the size of the house, then like that. That makes sense to me. That makes sense though. I mean, you wouldn't want to show that to everybody. That should be secret. But that's why it reminded me of that. Even with the banners on either side too. You know? Very similar. Very inspired. I am really impressed by this. Super cool. Great job. And honestly, like, great use of the beautiful scenery too. Because I was thinking you'd close this off, but I guess you didn't. I just turned it back off again. I don't think you wanted it on, but thank you. Did I miss anything that you want me to see? I assume there are things I'm not supposed to see, which is fine. You're an RP guild. There are things that are important to RP guilds to keep the integrity of their build. Okay, where should I go? One more. Across the crafting area. Okay. Whoops. I know how to walk. Really, I do. Shh, I don't really. There's the dude walking by. Alright, cross the crafting area. Dining hall here with Dark Mother. That is not a sneaky sneaky. There's something hanging. Oh, it's the banner! It's like, what's hanging from the light there? Nicely done. Looks like somebody got ticked off and just threw it. It's true. Walk out of this room and cross the hallway. Okay. Oh, this is the trophy room. I thought this was closed off. My dumb. Okay, yeah. You did not close it off. Nicely done. Alright. So, we've got all sorts of stuff going on. Plus a torture. Oh! There she is. Okay, that's dead on too. I like it. There she is. Miss Dark Brotherhood. So, I'm gonna know your theory. Is this not Sithis who's in control of Dark Brotherhood, but truly Mafala, who is controlling the Dark Brotherhood without them knowing it? What is your personal theory? Because I've seen both arguments. Beautifully done. I love this. Thank you, Tracer. I appreciate you letting me do this, because I know these are important to our peers, and it's important to treat them with respect. Death to Mafala, hail Sithis. Got it? Hey, Ula. We're gonna look at your house today. Ula has a new house. These things happen. Look, I promise I wasn't even lying. Look, you're on my list. My list. You're on my list. And so is Masha. Let us go to Masha's first, because Masha's been waiting. Kadzra. Thank you. Shot and Phoenix, thank you so much for the follow. I deeply appreciate it. This is a beautiful haul. I will be posting it tonight with a minute that you can go to, so you don't have to watch the whole thing. You can just watch the tour of your haul. So, Masha. Masha, Masha, Masha. Which house is it, Masha? You said. Let me look. You can get 2 leads? I didn't think you could. All right. Where is it? Thank you so much, Tracer. Feel free. Oh! You don't want me to look at it? Oh, okay. I was just looking at our chats and you never mentioned. We talked about it, but you never mentioned which house. Cracks me up. Oh, I'm sorry. Should I not do it now? I can wait. Okay, cool. All right, let me read you the little blurb. I do want to read the blurb. Okay. This is the kitchen that Lyris Titanborn would have had if she had married my high elf instead of running around with some strange characters. The kitchen is the heart of her home, the place where meals are cooked and shared, children play and learn, good friends are met, and plans forged. Oh, wow. This is beautiful. Oh this. Look at the little cup with the, I guess it's a spoon, but it's supposed to be like a brush you're washing off. And you've got this chalkboard to teach your kids stuff with an eraser, which is a sweet roll. That's adorable. What are they? What are the chalk? I honestly don't know. And then you've got, you know, something to wipe it down with, I guess. There should be napkins, I think, in a napkin holder. That is cool. Look at these windows. A lamp! Wowzers. Look at these windows. You're looking out at paintings. There's no effects in here, so this is done entirely with gorgeous windows. Excellent choices. We've got sunken down bookcases. These are the Halalu bookcases. And then you've got, this is my favorite piece of furniture in the game, is this particular chest, because it's so awesome. I love the decoration on it. And then you've got, you know, very rustic setting. Like, you've got the mounted head, and you do have a stick horse, though. Stick horses are great for little kids. You've got J-Hard on the wall, as he should be. Little toys by the fireplace on the carpet, which is where the little kids would be playing. And you used a gate for the fire grate. Yeah, it does look great. It really does. It's beautiful. It's a totally different vibe than what we were dealing with the last house. But that's okay, because it would be boring if we all did the same kind of house. This is a newer trick. These trellises have been around for a while, but it's only in the last 2 years I've seen anybody really sink them in and just use the flower portion of the trellis. Most of the time people were just using the whole trellis. It's a different trick now that people are using generally. Then we've got, this must be Dwemer. No, it's Saint Nerevar, Moon and Star. Oh my goodness. You don't like me as a berry? All right, I'll be a non-berry. I'll be a person again. Just for you, I'll be a person again here. Yeah. Well, I don't remember that because I only just saw it recently. It looks like you're looking out on a hill. I think it's the lighting that makes that look so real. But Saint Nerevar, using it as a planter. I gotta ask, how did you do the green? The green is not part of that hummingbird plant. If you have an answer to this, I would love to know. And then there's the poison container, but it's probably not poisons. It's probably just herbs. A tree. It must be a sapling, right? That's wild. Right. No, I understand. It looks simple, but it's not. It's not, because that looks very tricksy to me. Like it took a lot of work to get it going, to get to that place. Also, this cabinetry isn't something to just brush over, because it's all one beautiful unit if you look at it carefully, with brass and carved woods, and the wine rack is part of it with brass in the back. Just lovely. And look at the oven with the steam coming out. Bread is cooking, maybe burning. And you've got your range. That painting is perfect. it's funny because it's almost like it's the exact right size for that spot too. Yeah, it looks like it's burning. You've got your sink, of course, and your soap. That's your soap. Yeah, their bread is burning. It's a little bit of a problem. If I was a nice person, I would definitely... You know what? I'm a dummy. I get it. The size. Look at the size, guys. Look at my character compared to this rack here to cut this. You see where it comes up to me? It's Lyris. This is Lyris's kitchen. So it makes perfect sense. My character's a normal size. Lyris would need something bigger. So, perfect, right? It took me a second or a couple, let's be honest, it took me a minute or two to get to that. But I did get to it eventually. Got a J-Hard over the wall, over the door. And then all of the stock back here, plus some towels. It's beautiful. I mean, not only is it pretty, it's also got this kid theme going in it that is so precious. I'm genuinely saying you did a beautiful job, and I really like it. This is probably my favorite house you've done so far. It's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. You know, you guys are all getting so much better with every home I see. I'm so impressed. Fantastic. Thank you for letting me see it. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. I kind of want to live here. I made it. It's just, the windows are so charming. Thank you for inviting me to this. I really like it. Let me get to... You know, I was wondering, because I know that it has Breton walls inside this house, but I wasn't sure if you put the kiosks in. Did you? Are those the kiosks? Because normally there are Breton walls in here. I just wasn't sure if you use the kiosks. Okay, gotcha. I wasn't sure. My brain went, I wonder if that was the kiosks, but then... So I don't know what's white. What was white? So that's the original woodwork on the bottom. But up here... Okay. No, I don't see this. What did you use as the back of the woodwork? Oh my god! Do you guys see what that was? She used the Toje rot, the bottom of the Toje rot statue, to create that. I have to show you what she used. Oh my god. That's fabulous. Also expensive. Wait, let me show you. Let me show you what she did. Unexpected. That's what she reskinned with. The bottom of it. She flipped it over so that she could get that color. Can you believe that? That's crazy. Awesome, but crazy. I mean, I've seen people use this section before, like Fiendish used it. But wow, that's creative thinking. Color me impressed. Really. Very impressive. Very cool. I love it. I thought you used the kiosks, but you're right. No, it is cozier. The lighting in here is excellent because it doesn't make the windows look fake. I'm not really sure what it is about. Maybe it's the candlelight that's doing it. I'm not sure, but excellent job. Let me go to Ula's now. I've been putting her off, not on purpose. Let's go to Ula's Moonmirth. She promises that there are no peeing Khajiit in this one. Amazing. It's got a great color. Thank you, Bye, Kezra. Thanks for letting me see it. It's beautiful. Enjoy your sun. Please, God, let me have another coffee. Please let there be another coffee. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, you gotta give me a little background on this. Let me pop over to our chat about it. Let me, if you can tell me, is there a little background on what this is? Let me get my coffee. If I don't get coffee, I'm useless. Be right back. Sorry, I had a weird sugar emergency, but it was handled. Don't ask. All right. Let me read this. Nothing special, part research lab, workshop, and part living space. There's a microscope, not micro soap. I have some slots left for more clutter, but right now, no idea what else to add. I only left the door from the original house because the walls were awful. Yes! This was the house that we think Drunk Serene built. Thank you about that. Sorry for the delay. Drunk Serene is a builder, in case you didn't know, and built this house originally. And Ula has done her best to correct what Drunk Serene had done. So there's the microscope. What is this bottom bit? Is that the hook? What is this? Is that the hook from elsewhere? I don't think that's metal, so I'm not sure what you used. It is the hook, okay. Maybe the dark elf hook. And then you've got lots of cogs. Okay, beautiful. And then you've got cups, I think. And then the little wine glass. You got a lot of, I wonder, a lot of different science stuff going on. Crystals, turtle. The cups move on their own. Oh, you mean, yeah. Okay, I know what you mean. I know why that happens. If you really want to know, I can tell you why. When we build, we go to certain pixels and we have it in certain like percentages. Let's say it's like you have it at 2.356% or whatever. And then it rounds either up or down because it doesn't have the ability to store that many dots after the percentages. You know what I mean? After the period. Can't store that many bits of information in the database. So it rounds either up or down. And that's why you get that problem and things move. I don't know. I don't know what the resolution to that would be. That's just my understanding as why that happens, is that's why. Then you've got a refrigerator for all of that stuff. I mean, sometimes people don't know, and I think understanding why it happens, you'd think that they'd add more slots, but eventually they have to cut it off somewhere in the database. You know, it can't go on forever. And you've got, I don't know if you heard about this, Ula, but this happened in Wisconsin. Somebody didn't believe in the vaccine and he thought that they were poisoning people. And it was a nurse. And he took all of the vaccines out of the refrigerator and sat them on the table to go bad on purpose. And he's being prosecuted now. So that is, and he's admitted to it. That's why he did it. This looks like you're building this little dude. And the gears next to it is a really smart idea like that. I'm sorry if I'm being super, super particular today. It's just, I'm noticing things and I'm a little bit more aware than usual, so I'm pointing them out. Yeah, oh no, it was horrible. It was horrible. And then we have a greenhouse with extra roof, extra floor, and then beautiful. Okay, I have to admit, I'm not familiar enough with Mark Hearth. Okay, it's a walkway. I was gonna say, I don't think this is a cabinet. Oh, okay, he is cute. He's one of my favorite pets, actually. I wasn't sure if this was like a cabinet that existed in a game, but it looks like you made it. And the shelving. With probably those flat rails things. Very nice. And then the floor is the tile. Got a vampire window with an Alan-y thing in the front. And I see that, because that's probably it too. And then you've got cabinetry, Alan-y cabinetry with different levels to make different designs. And there's the shelving. And there's the skull. And I like to have one of each of these guys in every one of my houses. So there's that. Book, window, bed. You know, it's not that dark. I actually like it. What I would add are a few pillows to make the bed more interesting. The bed is a little lacking in terms of pillowage. Or a different back part, but I would definitely add pillows if nothing else. That would be the clutter. You asked me for which clutter to add, that's what I would add. Everything else is really cluttered nicely. Yeah, add the pillows. I think that'll really help. The lighting I think is just fine. You can see everything clearly. It makes this part stand out. No, I know. And then you've got gorgeous clutter in here. That's perfect. I love it. It's a great science room, and that's something... If you want to add a tiny bit of humor, I would perhaps put the spider pet over here being the one fixed. And then as a, almost like a stuffed animal or a pet, sure. Add that little bug guy on the bed as if it's somebody, either it's sleeping there or it's somebody's pet sleeping on the bed or something like that. That could be a tiny bit of humor. That's if you want. Otherwise, leave it like this. That's a total, you know, just a fleeting thought in my head. Just ignore it if you want to. But I really do like it. Thank you. Yeah, of course you should like J Hart. Why not? The more exposure of our art, the better for everybody. Also, is Sejak, Tundra Bluff, or Zulu on? He is worth it. I'm not saying get rid of him. I'm just saying put him, if you want, put him on the bed. But no, it's fine. I love him too. He's perfect for this spot. If none of you are on, I can go to any order. But I was just curious if any of you were on. Let me double check. Oh my goodness. None of these people. Anarch, are you on? Bullseye, are you on? I need to ask all these people. Zogalion, Target. Okay, Grey Wolf is... Which is your name, Grey Wolf? In-game? Remind me? Aren't you just Grey Wolf? I forget. I thought you were Grey Wolf. Are you one of these other names? Tells me. Who you be? Oh, silence. Silence is not golden. Zulu! We'll start with you, bud. Let's go to your Gornier. Zulu asked if I could tour their Gornier, and I am very pleased to do so. Zulu usually has really cool, outlandish designs that imply both lore and magic. So if you're into that kind of thing, which I think most of us are, you'll probably like their home. So I have not seen this. So this is new to me as well. Gornier is an interesting home. There's a lot of possibilities to it. And you took it and ran. Good Lord. All right, so Zulu is massively creative. Holy shit. Didn't I just say... I am speechless. I am stunned, Zulu. You broke me. That is amazing. Oh my God. How? This is amazing. Oh my goodness. I'm in shock. my gosh. Okay, this is either the pet or the it's probably the pet or the storm crag. It doesn't look like the storm crag 'cause the fire isn't showing, and that's hard to hide. Um, Lots of alien touches, uh, alien lights, alien sculpture, alien grates, alien door. Um, the height is something else. You're making me jealous. Spellscar. Spellscar. I thought that was the storm crag thing or whatever the hell it's called. There's a little dragon head in that. And some effects, it looks like. No effects in this. So I think that's got to be some sort of smoke you have there. Or lighting. Flipped mounts. Wow. The lighting. Check out the lighting trick here, folks. You've got blue candles, but it doesn't really matter what color you use. If you have this reflective surface, there you go. You've got this beautiful reflection of those candles. Look below you, sky shards. In this buried piece that you're walking over. It's the grading is just beautiful. Okay, and then of course the Welkin stone with one of those orreries circling it. Of course, all the books are readable. There's a Dres lantern buried into this stone. That is very interesting. The orrery control pillar. Yeah, I was wondering about that because you can see on the bottom you have the blue reflections, but just above it you've got a warmer color. So that does seem, and you probably did the same thing over here based on the reflections. Welkin stone, and then this is another antiquity well used. And you've got, what is this? Ah, the dwarven pillar. That's a newer thing. And then the dead trees. You know, lately I've been seeing people use the ugly dead trees in beautiful ways. This is a way to do it. The ghost matches everything. And then you've got both, I forget if they're Varla or Kalanda, and the moon vines, but also this is currently in the crown crates. If you can't get it, normally you can buy them with the gems. And it's not actually a door. It might be cool if it was a door, but it's actually just art, which is fine. We also have a trophy. We've got pieces of junk from the clockwork. You've got some coins that people might have left there in honor. Who knows? You've got the stones from the Kunzari house, some clockwork stuff, all of it just a little bit of rubble right around, meaningful rubble right around it. And then you've got stairways. This is funny because I have been posting pictures of people using these in good ways. In my Discord right now, so that people have ideas for what to do with these. They're not always applicable to houses, but I think you've used them gorgeously here. Gorgeously, is that a word? Beautifully here. These are for sale. Well, some of them were for sale this weekend, and they're going to be for sale this upcoming weekend if you want more. You can get up here in order to, they're both like little short stairways so that you can admire probably this, which is just amazing, and probably read the books too. But you know what occurs to me is that you had to select every single one of these separately in order to do this because they don't all have the same names. And then to create this art right in the middle. And I love the flying papers too. It looks like caught in the action. And I love the arch. I don't know how you did it. 600 out of 600. It's super, super good. Stunning. And then those are Sigil balls up there. Gorgeous. Still, radial selection is amazing, but still, that's amazing. I love it. I have just been seeing so many fabulous, incredible builds lately. It's amazing. What a great job. I love it. Fantastic. Thank you. It really is. All right. Let me check real quick. What I'm doing. I have a list here. Just let me change something. All right. All right, let me cover my screen for a second. So that I can check my mail. I'll close it. I'll close it for you. It's true. I believe it. All right. So nobody responded to me. Nobody loves me. So I'm going to have to ask these people later if it's all right if I look at their homes. I know Aya says yes, but she likes to be on when I go to her homes. That leaves Tundra Bluff, who I don't know if they're on this server or not. They may be on NA. I think they're on NA. And that's it. You did. Your Tundra Bluff? Are you on NA or EU? Or are you Grey Wolf and there's a house that I'm not seeing? Because I went to your Earth Tear. I don't think that I've been to any others by you. Oh no, your name has changed. Okay, I'll go over to NA. I'm a dummy. Alright, heading over. Back over. And then once we get through this, I'll probably call it. So, exclamation point potato. PCNA, PCEU. Get entered for 50,000 gold. I give it away every single day. Torpedo! That's what I am. I'm a torpedo. It's funny, we were just talking about this I actually brought it up on one of the servers for the content creators. And I was saying, you know, I don't think that my 50K a day actually brings anybody to the table. I don't think it brings in anybody new, even when I announce it. But I do think that it helps support the community building, and that helps me. So I like it. You're gonna kill and eat me for dinner. I see how it is. I see how it is. Whoops. Man, I tell you. No love. I'm gonna get eated. I'm gonna get eated. Sorry it's taking forever to load. This is what happens. This is what happened, folks. Olikins, the derpy. Load screen boss. I say we stab it in the face. Anyone? Well, that's good. But I like giving away the gold because, like I said, it's more about supporting the community than it is about anything else. It's just I want to be able to sustain the giveaways for longer, which is why it's only 50, because it's like otherwise I'd probably go through all my money fast. And frankly, if it was just EU, that wouldn't be a problem. I mean, just NA wouldn't be a problem, but on EU, I don't have as much. All right, Grey Wolf, you gotta tell me is this the same name? Is this your primary? What's the deal? I've seen your Earth Terror. It must be a different one. Which house is it? Because I swear I showed this. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm on crack, but I could swear I did show this. Let me double check. See if I'm a crackhead. He said Lynchel? Okay, thank you. That's what I thought. Wow, there's all sorts of yelling in one of my channels. Hold on a second. I'm having problems with keys. Certain keys changed for me, and it's difficult. All right. I'm trying to see when I did your Earth Tear. It's before the 20th. Okay, Grey Wolf, Lynchel Grand Menu. I can speak, really I can. We've got a pie. Let me turn off my pie so that you guys don't have to see that while I'm pouring. So I'm actually really glad that I came here at nighttime because that is a beautiful display right here with all the wedding curtains. Wedding curtains are a pain in the butt to work with, and you've done a very nice job. It's all very centered. It looks almost like a mirror, you know, the way that it goes back. Very symmetrical. Words are hard. I reject words. Yes, it is. It's a terrible porn. And now you can see it from above. That's kind of amazing because if you look at it, doesn't it look like there's like tons and tons of them going back? But they're actually quite far apart and there's only 4 of them. That's amazing, honestly. Really, really, really surprising how you did it. But I like it. I would stick a light here. Just a little light, not a ton, just a little light right there. Because you have a lot of extra slots and it's a good focal point. Yeah, they're miserable. They're miserable. Look at you! You've got the creepy skin. Well, you do. You do have that creepy 3-faced skin. But I mean, you're timely. That's this. It is the season to be creepy. And then you've got floaties. And everybody can sit by the pool. And they've got incense going. I'm sorry, but the Jester is creepy. Don't you think? Am I wrong? All right. And then somebody who actually uses the stable as a stable. Mine is like a Sithist prayer room, chapel. A sneaky, hidden, scary place. Because I'm wrong. It's just wrong. So we've got all of the crafting stuff that you could possibly need. Plus, dye, which is always nice. And we've got a target dummy. There's all sorts. Oh! This is a real sneaky with scary things in it. Uh-oh. I got turned around. Mazes are not my thing. I'm following you. Dead gore. And it turns red. We found the skull. Grasping grave. You. And then that thing too. I should have gotten that set because I actually really like those things. And this is creepy as well. Actually, those aren't set pieces. Those are individual, aren't they? You had to buy those separately. That's why I didn't get it. The Jester's okay. It's just the face, the triple face, is off-putting. Oh, wow. Thank you for leading me through this. And then you've got the target skeleton, Khajiit, and the target skeleton humanoid. So you've got people being hung in torture chambers. Where are you? Are you over here? Graves. Scared dead people. Debella. What? Is Debella behind this? Did I go the wrong way? Oh. What's here? Oh, I never would have found this. So you can fight this guy too. He's spooky. You know what this reminds me of? A haunted house. That whole maze reminds me of like a haunted house / maze. Corn maze, maybe? Or reminds me of? That is cool. It's got like a whole second theme going on. I mean, you've got this beautiful Debellan paradise. But then you've also got the scary creepy. And a pupper. He's cute. Alright, let's go inside. Yeah, the normal one's fine. This one is just the face. There's something about it. Now this room is super hard to light. I have struggled with this particular room myself. But this is smart. You did this as a kitchen, and honestly, I should have done the same, but I turned it into a bedroom, and it doesn't really work as well. It makes sense as a kitchen. This is an office. Mine is not really anything. It's kind of just an art room, I guess. And you put your bedroom over here, as opposed to me. You can see it's a nice house, but it's a naturally dark house. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of natural light coming into this house, which is annoying. I found that about half of my items ended up being lighting, so that I could make this place slightly brighter. And you've got this big main room and the master bedroom, the better master bedroom. And then we have a gorgeous sit by the fire and look out over things. Yes, it's just the problem, honestly, like it's just such a dim light to begin a house that it is a struggle. Where's the dwarven light? I didn't see the dwarven light in here. These seem to be all candles. I don't see it. I mean, some people like this, the darkness. There's nothing wrong with it. It's got a candlelit feel to it. This is beautiful, Grey Wolf. And you have some really good ideas in here, too. And I love the scary, the back, like corn maze feel. Corn mazes can be terrifying. Let me show you what I mean about the lighting in there. Thank you for inviting me too, because I would never have known to come here if you hadn't said so. So thank you for speaking up. I'll just show you this and then we'll call it. So exclamation point potato if you haven't. You got a few more minutes. And then I'm going to go eat noms. Put the noms in my mouth. That was Lynchel, Zerbit. It was Grey Wolf's Lynchel. Grey Wolf in our channel on NA. So this is my exterior, but it's got a lot of effects and it needs to be punched up a little bit. It's a little bit, I don't know. I want to take out some of those effect bushes and put in real bushes, but I haven't gotten around to it. But we're talking about the lighting issue. Now you can see how many items of lighting I actually have in here just to get this place lit up to a point where it's not super dark. These are really bright. The Daedric lamps are super bright. I have lots of wedding lanterns hanging down, candles. I mean, there's just so many lights because this house is just so dark. I don't really know why. Oh, I forgot I put that there. That looks good there. Up we go. My lights don't even match because I had so many, I needed so many that I went through like everything I had. So that's I understand the ongoing Lynchel challenge of lighting everything properly. It's a pain in the butt. All right, so I'm gonna call it. So let's pull the contest. Pick winner. Do 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 do. Grey Wolf! Congratulations! Man, it's like it knows. It's like Google. It knows what we're talking about. Seriously, that's some funny stuff. Congies. So Congo rats. Whoops, almost sent you $500,000. Enjoy. Buy yourself a sweet roll. On me. Alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Same bat channel, same bat time. And I will talk to you all then. Have a good one.